about every single bronzer I have in my entire collection. I'm going to go through every single one and tell you my thoughts on them. Now, some of them I haven't touched yet. Like some of my bronzers are brand new, but some of them I've been working through for a while. It's going to be just like a range of different parts along the bronzer's lifespan. I have a lot of bronzers to talk about. This isn't even all of them because I can't hold them all up at once, but I'm going to talk about all my bronzers. And if you want to hear about every single bronzer that I own and my thoughts on it, stick around. Okay, let me get started by whipping out all my bronzers from the drawers. Some of these bronzers you'll have seen in my previous bronzer collection video, and if you want to check that out, that's up on my channel. Like 2 years ago, I did one of these videos in 2020 of every single bronzer in my collection and like my thoughts on it. Again, it's been 2 years now, so I'm going to do every single category in my makeup collection and take you through that category in my collection, tell you my thoughts. So yeah, it's that time for me to, update you guys because a lot of bronzers have come in and out of my life. Starting off, I'm just going to do a little speed round of some bronzers that I have, but I haven't used yet. Like, I haven't gotten into. These are 2 cream bronzers that I have in my life that I haven't opened yet. This one, because it's gorgeous, it's expensive, and I'm holding off on it for some reason. I kind of feel like I need to use up all the other cream bronzers in my collection before I can tuck into the L'Oreal, before I can tuck into the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel Universal Bronzer. This is a really popular, high-end, expensive, like this is the only Chanel product that I'm like really have in my collection, really. High-end, expensive cream bronzer that a lot of people swear by. I purchased this because everyone was swearing by it and they were changing the formula, and I was like, quick, better go get it before they change the formula. So this is the original formula that everyone hypes. And some people like the new formula, some people don't. This is the original one. I'm excited to get into it, but I want to use up my other cream products first. So my other cream products that I have in my collection are the KKW Beauty cream contour sticks that I'll talk about later, and then this Nude Sticks bronzer that I purchased as well. And I want to use up these before I get into the Chanel one. I kind of prefer to work through one product at a time when it comes to each category, just because I like to do like a project pan, and I feel like I can keep tabs on what I'm using up and be a bit more mindful about what I'm bringing in, so I don't have like 20 in the same category and using up 20 things at once and they're all not really getting the love that they deserve. I'd rather focus on one product. So this is the what is it called? The Nude Sticks Nudies All Over Face Color in the shade Bondi Bay. This is actually a really cute little chunky stick. Actually, I'll open it because honestly I'm probably going to go through those. So one side is like a really cute little brush. It's kind of a denser brush, and I feel sad that when I get rid of this product, the brush will probably leave with it because it's such a cute little dense, it's kind of a stippling brush, and I feel like it's going to be great to like stipple the product into the face. Really nice and excited about that. And then on the other side there is the actual cream product. So it looks like this, and it just lines up, and I feel like it's going to suit my skin tone well. It is just a warm toned bronzer in the shade Bondi Bay. It looks like it's a matte bronzer. Not quite sure what the finish is like on the skin. This is how much product is in there when you wind it all the way up. So it's not like a huge amount of product, which is also why I want to get through this and the little KKW sticks over there before I get into the Chanel one, because these are a smaller amount of product to use up, whereas that Chanel one is kind of giant. So once I've got these out of the way, I'm going to probably spend a lot of time powering through that giant Chanel one. So yeah, it's really cute. It comes in this cute little tin, so you can kind of take it with you on the go. And have a cute little mirror in here. So I like that the inside of this has a mirror, but you could probably repurpose this tin after you've used up the actual bronzer stick. But yeah, it says it's matte for the eyes, face, or lips, and it's in the shade Bondi Bay. Really cute. I love the little Nude Sticks tin. I wasn't expecting it to come in that, and I just thought that was really cute. Okay, the last bronzer that I have to talk about today that I haven't used yet are these 2. Again, because they're kind of higher end, I was like a little bit more hesitant and I wanted to use up some of my more drugstore ones before I got into these higher end ones. But I have the Fenty Beauty highlighter. I have the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade Private Island. It looks like this. Let me pop it open. It's kind of a deeper bronzer, and I feel like this is going to look really good on my skin tone in the summer. So again, we're in winter right now here in Australia, so I'm holding off on this also because I'd hopefully want to use this up in a warmer climate, aka our summertime. So yeah, waiting for summer to use this one, but it's really gorgeous and definitely probably next on my like crack into list. And then this is the I have so many bronzers that I'm excited about using. This is the Becca Bronzed Bondi Sunlit Bronzer, and this one looks gorgeous. This is not a matte bronzer the way that the Fenty Beauty one is matte bronzer. This is more of a radiant natural sheen. Can you see it has like a little bit of a radiance to it? This one's quite dark for my skin tone. Not like too dark that it's like, oh, that's a stripe on your face. I mean, I'll probably wear it the way that it'll look like it's a stripe on my face, but this is a little bit darker for my skin tone. Definitely one that I should wait till summer to use. Really sad that Becca disappeared. Honestly, it was a cute company, and they were originally Australian as well before they were acquired by whoever acquired them. Really like the imprints in the pan. I think it's a gorgeous looking bronzer, and I'm excited to get into it. I think that's all the bronzers that I have in my collection that I haven't touched. Let's get into the ones that I'm powering my way through. If you watched my recent project pan, I recently used up a bonkers amount of bronzer, so that's why I have so many that are untouched, because I had just eaten up so much other bronzers that I was focusing on and said, oh, this one's got a bit of a mess going on. This one is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder, and this is the next one that I'm going to pan because I have a huge amount of pan showing. I don't want to hold it up because there's all this loose bronzer in it because the side of it cracked a little bit. But this is a really gorgeous and really affordable bronzer. Totally rate this one. My friend recently was like, Emily, I really want to get a bronzer because I did her makeup. And she was like, I really like how bronzy you made me look. And I was like, get a bronzer. And she was like, I don't know which one to get. And I was like, get this one because it's really affordable. It's really good. And it's really accessible. Like, you can get it everywhere. It's so cheap and it just works well. It's a matte bronzing powder. This is an awful way of showing you because I'm just showing you the loose crumbly bits all over the place, but it's just a great warm tone bronzer. I have the shade Darker Skin 02 Sunny. Oh yeah, I remember this. Okay, so what has one that's meant for darker skin and lighter skin. Honestly, they're both meant for light to light medium skin tones at most. Both of the tones that I've seen in stores here in Australia, not that dark anyway. If you're a darker skin tone than me, if you think you can get away with this one, go for it. But how dark of a bronzer is this really? If it fits my skin tone, you know what I'm saying? It is a really nice one. It smells really good. It smells like coconut tropical holiday, like a classic bronzer scent. Really nice. I really do like the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. If you have similar skin tone to me, do it. Okay, next I have, oh, this is a classic that I love. This is the MAC Gimme Sun Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Bronzer. This is such a favorite, and as you can see, this used to be a big dome, and I've really worked it down. It's really getting a bit flat in the pan, but it's a great bronzer. It kind of has a radiant finish on the skin, not so it's glowy, or highlighty, but it just has a natural sheen to this finish. Just a really gorgeous product. Really smooth application, never skips, never patchy. Same with that Essence one, actually. I've never had a problem with it skipping or looking patchy on my skin tone. But this is a really, really beautiful, just a smooth, beautiful bronzer. I could bathe in this. And it's a very popular bronzer for a reason. People rave about both of these bronzers. Actually, all the bronzers I have are pretty popular. Anyway, let's get into the next one. This is the Milani bronzer that it was a big struggle for me to buy because at the time Milani was not available in Australia. I don't know if they are. Maybe they're available at Priceline now. Don't quote me on that. But this is a really gorgeous bronzer. I really, really like this one. Repurchasable material. This is in the shade, it's a silky matte bronzer in the shade Sunkissed 02 bronzing powder. It has a tropical coconut scented, blendable and streak-free and weightless and long-wearing formula. And I would agree with all of those claims. The scent, divine. At first, when I first opened this, I couldn't smell the tropical scent, and I was like, oh, I wanted the tropical vibes. And then I started using it a bit more, and I really could smell it. I haven't used this one a lot just because I've had other bronzers that you've seen in my project pan that I was busy panning. But when I do use this, it's gorgeous. Now, this is a little bit more of a cooler tone bronzer compared to my typical bronzer tone. I'll just show you in comparison with this next one that I'm going to talk about. But you can see this is a bit more of a warm tone. This is a little bit more of a neutral to cool tone. And so this one looks really good as a contour shade, as a lighter contour shade. And I kind of bronzer with this one. And I like to contour my nose with this especially. It's really, really good. One of my favorite nose contour shades. Not that I'm good at nose contour anyway, but love this. Definitely a really nice one. It's a little bit, see why I said it was expensive. Oh, no, I said it was difficult to get in here in Australia because it's kind of expensive to get here in Australia. Milani is not the same kind of accessibility here as it is in America. And I feel like everyone in America talks about this as being an easy drugstore product. Whereas to me, I have to pay for shipping. I have to get this at an increased price from an overseas seller. This is kind of a harder bronzer for me to get. It's not impossible. You can get it on Beauty Bay and stuff, but it's not as easy as just strolling down to local chemist and buying a bronzer, which is the case with I don't know, the Essence bronzer, for example. That's so much easier to get a hand of. The most comparable bronzer that I would say that's accessible here in Australia to this one would be the not Sun Club, that's the Essence. The City bronzers from Maybelline. Those are so good. I think that the shade 200 Medium Cool, I think that's what it's called, is most comparable to the Milani Silky Matte in the shade Sunkissed 02. Rate both of them. They're kind of like a bronzer shade for me. Good for a nose contour. They both have a really nice fragrance. I rate them both. This is the one that I still have in my collection, and I'm excited to get using this more because I have recently finished up my city bronzer from Maybelline. So this is kind of filling the same role in my collection. Really, really nice one. I feel like I'm raving a lot, but like I really do rate this. This one is a little bit more of a lighter bronzer on my skin tone. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. I just got the original shade, just Bronzer is the name of the shade. But this is the Muru. Am I saying that wrong? Yep. The Muru Butter Bronzer. It smells delicious. I love the butter bronzer scent. I'm obsessed with it. I just love the smell. I did get the old version of the packaging. They have updated this packaging since I purchased this. And it also has this cute little mirror underneath that's totally impractical with this sponge that no one uses. If you have a use of the sponge, let me know in the comments, because what on earth would you do with a sponge to bronze with a powder bronzer? It just makes no sense to me. Anyway, packaging is redonkulously bulky and kind of a cult classic in my opinion. Like, this is such a popular bronzer, and I can see why. It's very smooth, silky, blends into the skin very easily. It's a bit more of a... It's not as pigmented as some of the other bronzers in my collection. I will say that. Like, it's a little bit of a sheer bronzer, and I'm not sure if that's because that showed nothing. I'm really bad at swatching. Don't take that with a grain of salt. I'm not sure if it's because the actual product is a little bit more sheer, which is nice in its own way because it makes it a little bit more wearable. In that, like, it's very easy to like work with. It's very beginner friendly and stuff. Someone said hi, host. Hi. But the other thing is this is a little bit light on my skin tone, which is maybe why it's not showing up as much, because it's closer to my skin tone than like a darker shade would be. So maybe I find it a little bit less pigmented because it's just lighter. I mean, let me show you a comparison. I'll swatch this next to the Milani. I feel like there's two drugstore bronzers that are both difficult to get here in Australia because they're not available at our drugstore. Can you see how this one's just lighter? It's warmer, but it is just lighter, and it like blends away to nothing more easily than this one. So it adds a little bit of a contour. I really like them both though. Like, as you can tell, they're both like really good shades of my skin tone. Really, really rate these harder to get American products. Love them both. Okay, the last bronzers that I want to talk about today, I know this is kind of a speedy video, I'm getting through it, is the, I think, no, I'm not forgetting any. I was worried that I was forgetting some, but I'm not. These are the Nars Laguna bronzers. I like the original Nars packaging. So when I heard that they were re-releasing the Nars Laguna bronzers in that whole like matte Laguna range, I can't remember. They did this whole like revamp, redesign of the Laguna packaging. And I was like, not on my watch. So I quickly went to the shops and I bought some backups of Laguna, even though I didn't need it at the time, and I haven't even gotten into these yet because I've been using other stuff. It's just a good bronzer. Here is Laguna in her glory, in the classic original packaging, normal Laguna before they redid it. Is the reformulation better? I don't know. I don't care because I like the old one. I've paired the old one multiple times previously, and I'll do it again. This is the duo that I got. So this is Orgasm, of course, on one side and Laguna on the other side, the classic duo. So yes, I do have two Lagunas, one of them in the normal full size, and then I did get a little split pan of Laguna as well. So those are my two Lagunas. A really easy to wear, kind of cooler toned bronzer that works well on so many skin tones. It's a very versatile and popular shade for a reason. So yeah, those are all the bronzers that I have in my collection at the moment. I hope you enjoy them. I lied. I have one more bronzer that I want to talk about. Okay, so I'll just talk about this one. I have them as a set. I purchased these as a set, but I'm only going to talk about the contour set right now. The highlighter stick I'll talk about in my highlighter video. But this is the KKW Beauty Medium Contour Stick. So on one side it's medium 1, on the other side it's medium 2. Medium 1 is a warmer tone shade, and this is what I'm wearing on my face right now, if you're wondering. Out of all these bronzers, I'm wearing medium 1 as a bronzer. Don't look at my acne. And it's really nice. And then medium 2 is my contour that I'm currently wearing, and it is kind of a darker and slightly more neutral to cool tone. And you can really tell this one is lighter, this one is darker, and you can tell the undertones of them. The only gripe that I have with this product, because it is a really gorgeous product, melted into the skin so nicely. I really like the finish that it's left on the skin, and it's it just melted into the rest of the base products that I had really nicely. My only gripe is there is only this much product, and this is why I started using this before getting into my Nude Sticks, before getting into my Chanel, because I feel like I'm going to power through this so quickly. There is like little to no product on here. How much is it? 2 lots of 0.9 grams. So there's not even 1 gram of product on each side of the stick. It is tiny. I will definitely be getting a spatula and scooping out whatever is down the component, because you know how it's not just here, there's some more in the barrel inside there. I'm definitely going to be scooping out the remainder of this product because I don't want to waste it. There's like nothing's coming out. They're really, really nice formulas though. These two are both matte, like they're not shimmery bronzes anyway, they're just really good matte bronzers slash contours. And this is the medium contour kit from KKW Beauty. Love it. Currently her site's down because she's rebranding or whatever she's up to, but when she comes back, I would recommend. But also, would I though? Because it's such a small amount of product. I don't know, you be the judge. I like the product, I don't like the price per gram vibes. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos from me, you can click subscribe. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can let me know what you'd like to see from me in future down in below in the comments. You can follow me on all my socials. I'm at EmilyTitch20 everywhere. And also, I always forget to say this, but I do have that membership thing on my channel. So if you want to see even more videos from me, you can click join, and then you can choose the tier of membership that you'd like to be. If you'd like to support me extra, you can support my channel extra by kind of like extra subscribing, and you pay however much you'd like. There's different tier levels, and you can pay whichever one suits your vibes more, and you can see more content from me. Only if you want to. I'll always be here as per normal, as for free, as usual. That's just if you want to support me a little extra, and if you want to see more like extra content from me. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Now to figure out how to turn this. Oh, but one more thing I should say. The face that I'm wearing right now is my KKW Beauty Cream Contour Get Ready With Me video. This is my face if you want to see where all the makeup products I'm wearing are from. My lip is the Nude 2.5 from KKW Beauty. With the lip liner, 1.5. Okay, bye.